Hey folks, back with another channel related update. So you may notice the title, Custom Lesson Delay. I'll explain more about that momentarily, but before I do, I wanted to showcase the custom lessons that are pretty much completed. So the most recent one was for Lucas Creighton, who was pretty happy with his. The one that's coming out tomorrow is Mbazea's. Then you may notice I only have 4 custom lessons that are done. So Christopher Saurus Rex, Benjamin Chen, Daz It Up, and Tama Yukimura, those are the ones that I've scheduled, and the dates are rather peculiar. We have, the usual every other day, and then it's every 4 days what's going on. So before I talk about exactly the reasons for what's going on, let me showcase something related to the requests that I will be fulfilling. So, Daz It Ups was one I completed. Dragoon Core's request, I'm getting tongue-tied, it freaking sucks. Dragoon Core's request is one that I will fulfill, which involves fists and switchglaive. I won't go through the details about this, but Dragoon Core's is one. Eva Fox made another request, so I've got to fulfill that. Hyralis, that's another one I got to work with. Jay Gamers is one she's been waiting for a while, so I got to address that. Ib, or as I know him as Jesus and Tequila, that's been one that's been waiting for a while, so I got to take care of that. Piner is a new request, so that's going to take some time. Andrew Russo, who I know as Roos Deuce, that's another one. Finished hers, Tama Yukimura's, and then Tobias Gunderson is the last request that I have on file. So these are the requests that I will be working with. And so I want to say this, if your name was not mentioned or you didn't see a graphic indicating your custom lesson like over here, here's what I want you to do, all right? And I want to make sure you're not forgotten. Leave a new comment, make sure it has the words custom lesson request in there. Like, I would honestly have that be like the headline for your comment. All right, custom lesson request. I want to see these words so that I can easily go through the comments and look at the ones that I've forgotten and just get to work with them. Let me know roughly how long you've been waiting in case I've forgotten them, so I can just get to work. Really, I do. I want to honor the promise I made to you guys, so be sure to leave this specific phrase in the comments if I have forgotten yours and if it wasn't mentioned before. So enough about that. Why is there a delay in the first place? And it's coming out every 4 days, the custom lessons that is. And the reason is because I'm coming out with a new guide series. That's right. I am actually going to show you how to use every single soul core possible. So these are taking the place of normal, I think I talked about in the last video related to this, 4 custom lessons a week. Now it's going down to 2 custom lessons a week, but in their place, I'm making 2 of these how to use X, Y, or Z soul core. So what do they look like? Well, why don't I just show you? Well, here's the thumbnail, woo. This guide teaches you how to use Yoki, simple to the point. And so their runtime is effectively like 2 minutes. The earlier ones are a little longer, but I'm trying to keep them nice and concise. So I normally will just discuss information pertaining to this, just give you brief, simple details. It's ultimately stuff you can read upon your own, so for veterans, they're probably like, yeah, I don't care about this part. And then, aside from that, I show you an actuality how to use these. Put these into practice. Man, I cannot speak. So I show you how to use them. I talk about how best to use them, in my opinion, things to consider when working with them, such as like human-based stuff, grab immunity-based stuff, so on and so forth. And then after that, after all that's done, I show you an actual example in combat. So you can see, hey, this is not all just talk. Here's a cool way to take advantage of it, as opposed to like, I'm just theory crafting. So this is stuff I want you guys to be able to understand and learn. And what this has helped me with has in fact been the custom lesson runtime. So, there's 6 soul cores. Each of them, if let's say I have to explain like in 2 minutes how to work with it, it's gonna add up, which is why the runtime for many of the custom lessons has been around the order of 30 minutes, because I would go into depth about these things, but then I would repeat these things a lot. Fortunately, this has shaved a lot of time. So the changes are only really beginning with Christopherosaurus Rex lesson. Embazea's was just happened to be a shorter lesson. But you may notice from an average of like 30 minutes, it's starting to go down to like 22 minutes. And then this week I was able to truncate even more things. So it's going on the order of like 15 minutes. So my goal has been to go from 30 minutes to like 15 to 20 minutes. And so, yeah, it's been a great investment, but of course it's a lot of work. And now, when we look at the formal release schedule that I have so far, many of these videos have been scheduled out through October, so it's just going to take some time for you guys to see them. But now, hopefully you understand. We have, of course, my PC uploads that you guys have asked for, so I put them up, so it's all the way scheduled through beginning of October, all the way to 15. I've got to work on like 16 through 20 soon enough. But yeah, it's basically release a Soul Core Guide, custom lesson, Soul Core Guide, custom lesson. So those are going to be alternating for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I think that... got rid of my mic, my bad. So... I'm really messing up this stuff in the recording. Doesn't matter, right? Hopefully you got your useful information. But regardless, hopefully this has generated some excitement for you. And at the same time, let you know exactly what's happening and why it has. So, brief recap. Custom lessons are being delayed. Not because I'm taking a break or anything. I'm still working my butt off. But because... as opposed to 4 custom lessons a week, I'm going to 2 custom lessons a week, and I'm replacing the 2 that I normally would do with Soul Core Guides. You'll know the ins and outs of how to use them, and yeah, should be helpful, and I hope that they will be helpful. I'm just going to repeat myself because that's just what I do when I rant. But last thing, of course, thank you for all the support. Thank you for your feedback. You guys have given me the great idea to do all this. And so I, of course, sincerely appreciate any comments, any feedback that you like. And what's been really, I guess, humbling and touching in a way, is that more of you have become channel members, which certainly helps and gets me excited at the possibility of making this channel more robust and doing things like having a compendium of how to use Soul Cores, just simple, easy information. And I hope to continue that for not just the game Nioh 2, but other future projects that I'm sure I'll work with. So thank you guys so much. And of course, if you want to throw me money and subscriptions and all that YouTube jazz, go for it, man. And in return, I'll make you videos and I'll do more YouTube things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. And hopefully you understand what's going on. And I will see you guys next time. Take care and peace.